Hello everyone, Riff Raff Hornhelm here again with another presentation for the Dwarven Vault, and today it's a monster review. And today we're going to talk about one of the most dreaded monsters from a dwarvish perspective. Once again, this is a monster selected from the original monster manual that was used with the original 1E version of Dungeons & Dragons, and its 50th year since commercial release this year. Yay. So, the creature we're talking about today, once again, is dreaded by dwarves, and that's the XORN. Yeah, they look kind of weird, don't they? So, the XORN is not from the prime material plane, number one. So, when it comes to the prime material plane is when it's a problem. That's when us dwarves run into them. And of course, they love to eat precious metals. They'll eat copper, silver, gold, and if they're near anybody who has any, I think it's within 20 feet, they'll pretty much either demand it or attack them or something of that nature. They're nasty creatures. They have the ability to phase through rock. And in fact, one of the only ways to kill them is to catch them while they're phasing with a phase door spell, which is not low level, folks. So this is a creature that you would expect to run into at a fairly high level. They have a -2 armor class, which is, yeah, that's right up there. And they also are a 7+7 hit dice creature, so 56 plus 7. 63 is the maximum you can get out of one of these, which isn't that much if you think about where it's liable to fall. But once again, that's up to the DM. DM really controls how many hit points it has, and the players control how they deal with this. Now, this is a intelligent creature. It can be negotiated with. You can do things to try and influence the outcome that are not combat related. If it is combat, it has a total of 4 attacks. Because it's a tripedal creature, it has 3 claw attacks. Those are only 1 to 3 each. And then it has a bite attack from that great big mouth in the top of its head, and that's 4 to 24. So it's a pretty effective creature if it's able to get its hands on you. And once again, if it decides it doesn't like what's going on, it can phase out very quickly. Takes less than a round. Pretty amazing. Now, to top this all off, it also has the ability to shrug off any cold or fire-based spells. Do no damage to it whatsoever. On top of that, a electrical-based spell, so a lightning bolt or something, either does half or no damage, depending how it rolls on its save. That's pretty amazing right there. They're a very tough creature to overcome if you don't understand how to go after them. And certainly the fact that they have a -2 armor class, you better be a pretty powerful party or have pretty powerful ability to hit things if you're going to go after it with conventional weapons. This is when a magic user who has managed to somehow survive up to this point probably has the spell power to do something serious to harm this. And that would be something that, like I said, the easiest way to kill it is to throw a phase door spell at it while it's trying to metabolize itself through the stone and pop out somewhere else. Dwarves, of course, hate these things, okay? They're going to take away the gold and the silver, and yeah, no, that's not happening. So these are kind of like a kill on sight type of thing. We don't have any interest in negotiating with them. What we want to do is we want to kill them and get rid of them completely. Because of how powerful they are, it is a difficult thing to do without taking damage in return. When I went to the rest of the DMs about this, the group within the Hornhelm clan said, yeah, these are a nasty creature, but dwarves are definitely going to be more affected by them than most others. Okay, that makes sense. Really, when it comes to ranking, though, they thought that with the abilities that it had and the defenses that it had, it ranked a good solid 6, 6.5. Talking to players about it, it really depended. Um, they didn't see it that bad. Now, they saw it mainly as about a 5. The reason for this is pretty simple. If you're not a dwarf, you don't have quite the same feelings about it. What you want to do is get away from it. And if you kill it, great. But if not, you're happy to just get away from it. And it can't take any more gold and silver from you, and it can go look elsewhere. And that's fine. And they thought it wasn't that difficult to get away from a XORN, and therefore wasn't as big of a deal. So it wasn't necessarily predicated on killing the XORN. It was more about avoiding the encounter. And a 5, okay, I guess that makes some sense. So really, the XORN is a dangerous creature, one that you need to be aware of, especially if you're a dwarf, and one that if you see, you best be prepared and remember that magic only has a very limited value in this case. So, or at least magic spells that do damage. That's probably a better way of saying it. Any case, we hope you found this interesting, entertaining, informative, all that kind of good stuff. And if you did, please click that like button. Share with your friends. Leave us a nice comment. Leave us a not so nice comment. Definitely consider subscribing. And please come back and see us again. We thank you all for your support. Take care, everyone, and remember, dwarves rock.